Okay, hello everyone. I believe we may be live. I'm just giving it a second just to kind of come through and everything. But hello everyone. Welcome to the new stream. This is Rob speaking to you. It's been a while since we've done a live stream, so apologies if you've forgotten who I am. But yeah, I'm really excited today. I'm planning to be starting a bit of the building of Jank 2.0, and because this is quite a laborious task, there's quite a lot for us to do today. I just thought it would be fun to do it on stream rather than just me doing off camera. I've been doing a lot of work off camera, so much work off camera, and I kind of want to bring you in a bit on this journey, if nothing else, so you can see how grindy the whole process is. But no worry, it'll be a good opportunity to have a bit of a chat. Can already see Bunter in chat. Hi Bunter, how are you doing? So yeah, I'm thinking this could be a bit of a Q&A as well, if anybody's got any questions about Jank or just about me or the channel or anything, pretty much. Well, within reason. I'm happy to kind of give it a go. I'll happily answer anything. But more importantly, the main thing that we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing some work on Jank, and we're going to be working on the lobby. If you've seen my previous episode, I have designed this grand lobby, this grand entranceway for Jank 2.0, the largest survival... Wait, I can never do this in one take. The largest redstone vanilla survival game in Minecraft. And today we're going to be trying to build a bit of that lobby. So this is the area that we have selected for Jank. You probably have seen this quite a bit in videos. I just want to check. Yes, the audio is on. You can see it goes all the way down there, and this is just the overworld. There's also the same in the Nether, and there's going to be the same in the end as well. Bunter, I'm sorry to hear that you are sick. As you can maybe hear from my voice, I'm a bit sick as well, actually. I had a cold a few weeks ago, and I've still got a cough that's lingering. But I hope you feel better soon, Bunter. Anyway, so yeah, so in the episode that's coming out next week, I've not kind of shown this on camera yet. I've been collecting all of this. So many resources. Just so many. It took me weeks essentially just to get these resources. I've had to build like 10 different farms, but I believe, I'm sure I missed something, but I believe we've got all of the... Oh, actually, I forgot something on my base. I'll go get it later. But I believe I've got all the resources to build this lobby. So that's what we're going to do today. And we're not going to finish it today because it's such a big project, but we're going to try and get as much done today as possible. I may even stream tomorrow, depending on a few things. I'm thinking I want to start doing a bit more streams. Again, I may do tomorrow, maybe not, depending on certain things. But we're going to try and do as much as we can today. And probably that's not going to be much at all. So first of all, what are we dealing with? So what does this lobby actually look like? So I am using... So I've said this before in my videos and everything. This is all done in vanilla, in survival Minecraft, but I do use the occasional mod to kind of just simplify a few things. So the main thing that we're going to be using today is Litematica, which means that we can bring in a schematic that I can follow to do the building. We still need to place every single block, and that's what we're going to be doing today, but it shows us this building that we created in Creative, which gave me a bit more control over it, and we're now going to replicate it here. The other thing that we're going to be using today is the debug stick, which is in Minecraft, but it's not technically vanilla. I had to use a command to get it. And the debug stick is going to be very useful to orient terracotta. What a weird sentence, but that is what we're going to use it for. Just because there's so much terracotta to place, I don't want to go insane. So schematic, let's load this up and have a look at what we're dealing with. So this may crash my laptop a second. There we go. So this is, as you can see, almost like a ghost of the lobby. So if we fly up, this is my free cam. You can see what this lobby looks like. And I'm really happy with this design. It looks incredible. I I don't know what I would describe it as. It's kind of taking inspiration from Jank 1.0, but doing stuff slightly differently. But yeah, so this is what we're going to be building today. And yeah, we're going to go layer by layer. Basically, we're going to tackle the base of it and then slowly go upwards. So what we can do is we can move the max layer. Ooh, doesn't like this, the computer. But if we move this down, eventually it's going to start disappearing. And we're going to be left with a layer or two that we can work with, which makes it a bit easier to kind of follow what's happening. So let's have a look. So yeah, so this is kind of the base of the whole thing. And this is where we're going to be starting off with. So I think we're going to start off with these kind of stairs going upwards. I kind of cleared a bit the area behind them. But let's get started with that. Cool. So let's get resources and start placing. Why not? Oh, something else I've been doing in between episodes is, well, in an episode, I've actually built a mob switch for the overworld. So if you don't see any mobs, that is why. Cool. So I need glowstone, I'm pretty sure. Glowstone. Oh god, I should have sorted these, shouldn't I? Come on. There's at least 4 shulker boxes of glowstone. So, oh, was that it? No, jungle fences. We do need jungle stairs. If we see those, jungle fence, oak fence. Wait, where's the oak fence? That's not meant to be there. That's weird. Okay, melons. This is concrete. Oh, come on, I know it. Stairs. Okay, we'll get jungle stairs. There must be one. Where is it? I think a shulker box of stone is good to have on us at all times. Ah, glowstone. Here we go. And then what else do we need? We're gonna need pretty much everything then. Right, moss. I don't think I need a brown glazed terracotta, but I do need jungle trapdoor, brown concrete powder. Oh, there's so many things. And I need yellow glazed terracotta. I need green glazed terracotta as well. Probably need some mud bricks. Acacia logs. Right, let's get everything we need. Green glazed terracotta. Green, no, that's stained glass. I need green glazed terracotta. Surely it's somewhere. Green, brown. This was sorted at one point. I don't know why it's all become a mess. Come on. I'm sure I saw it earlier. Green glazed terracotta. Cool. So I'm excited for this. I should say, as I said, I'm going to be checking in chat. So if anybody does have any messages, questions, whatever, just let me know and I will do my best to answer them. Mud bricks, brown terracotta, jungle, glowstone. Okay, so let's start placing some of these things. So the first block is placed, everyone. How exciting! The jank is half built already. Well, just a bit. Yeah, so this is what we're going to be doing for a while now. Actually, I should probably lower this so I know exactly what I'm doing. Yep, here we go. Yeah. So here we are. So this is really exciting though, because this is the first kind of like creative part of Jank. I did start off one of the levels downstairs, but this is kind of the first time I'm doing like actual substantial building in Jank, which I'm really excited about because I really want to get as much building as done as possible. And up to now I've just been doing lots of grinding. I've just ground like everything. I've had to clear the overworld, have to clear the nether. I'm currently, so there's also like other projects happening in the background while doing this. I am also trying to like create the platforms in the nether. That's something I've been working on recently. And I'm also clearing a lot of obsidian in the nether, in the end. All the end pillars have to come down, and that is not an easy task, is what I'm finding. I did look into it. There is actual ways to destroy the pillars using like withers, but it seems like it's a big mess. So the easiest thing you can do actually is to just mine it by hand. So that's what I'm doing in the nether. Whenever I got like a spare hour and I don't know what to do, I'm just either in the nether, basically placing stone, or in the end, destroying obsidian. Both very tedious tasks. But my point is that this is, at least it's something different and it's something more creative. And yeah, and I feel like I'm doing something more interesting in some way. I'm sure we'll get bored of it very quickly once I have to do this 4 times and then have to do all the floors and everything. But, you know, it's progress, and that's what matters. So, in the meantime, I'm going to kind of give you some more information about Jank as well, like future plans for Jank. My current framework for Jank, my current plan is to try and get Jank done by next January, which sounds crazy for me to say that because it's so far in the future, but there is just so much that needs to be done, because we need to finish off, obviously, the lobby. That's going to take a bit of time to do, finish off all these grindy things, but then we need to do all the level designs. So there's 9 levels in Jank. I've got various ideas for each level. I know the themes for each level, but also I've got like ideas of like mechanics I want in each of them. It's going to be really cool. Like there's some levels which are just crazy. There's one level that I'm really excited about where essentially it's going to be based on Bejeweled, and the idea is that it's a 3-person level, so you can only solve it with 3 people. One person's going to be in essentially a maze, trying to navigate the maze. Another person gets to see the maze from the top down, so they'll be able to navigate to direct the other player. And then the third player is going to be in a dark room where all they have is a load of levers, and they have to hear the instructions from the other players in order to unlock certain areas and so on and so forth. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm actually currently working on some code to design the levels, because I don't think I can do it like manually. I think I actually need to write a piece of software to do it. So that's really exciting for me. I've also got an Assassin's Creed level where we're going to be building a whole like ancient, not ancient, but you know, like a historical city, like a Florence kind of city. If you've seen Assassin's Creed before, like you know kind of what I'm talking about. And then what other levels have we got? We've got like a whole Pac-Man level, which is going to be using like flying machines as TNT droppers. We're going to have a 2D level, which I'm also super excited about. I've not kind of worked out the details of how that's going to work. I'm going to need some stone. But it should be really cool. Like, the idea is that, yeah, as I said, we're going to have basically a player playing in 2D. So they only get to see basically one wide block. I'm also going to try and work out like how to place lots of different types of enemies. Like in Jank 1.0, we had essentially just a load of Ravagers. In this one, I'm planning to have all kinds of mobs that you have to fight and get past. So I'm very excited about that as well. So there's a lot of just design of levels to be done. Like, I actually spent some time planning out all these different levels and how they're going to work. And although I do have some ideas, there's a lot that still needs to be kind of worked out. I also need to come up with like individual puzzles that people need to solve. I think we need 18 of those, 18 parkour, and there's quite a lot of like things that need to be added. But then with all of that comes all the redstone, and that's going to be quite interesting because not only is there redstone specific for each level, so each level is going to have like redstone that triggers certain things on each level and all the puzzles for each level, all that kind of stuff. But something that really ties the whole game together is that there's going to be, like we had last season, what I call a supercomputer, basically something that is able to, it's essentially just a big sorting system is what it is, but you got the same idea as last time, where you've got all these different items that unlock certain things, and players need to find these items, and you kind of need this, let's call it computer system. Oh, there's a mistake there. This computer system which kind of manages all of that. And this year, there's the added complexity that not only have you got a computer system, but the computer system needs to be connected with all 3 dimensions. So you need information to go from the overworld to the nether, and from the nether to the end, and then from the end to the overworld, all that kind of stuff. So that's tricky, and that I have been testing that out a bit, but objectively there's quite a lot more work that needs to be done. Okay, I need to get lots of material for this. Oh, I also need, I need mod fences, is that what it is? I don't have enough space for all of this stuff. So yeah, so that's stuff that I'm going to be working on, which is really exciting. I'm really excited to kind of start working on all of those details, but also, I should take my debug stick, but also it's going to be a lot of work. So I'm excited for it. On top of that, what else have we got to do? The other thing I was going to say, which is kind of something that I've not really talked about before, but we actually going to have some guests on the server very, very soon. I've been talking to some people behind the scenes, and they're going to be helping out with some of the building in Jank 2.0. We did this last season as well. We had certain people just kind of helping out with specific areas, specific builds, and it's something that I definitely want to do again. So I'm trying to find the walls. Where's mud brick walls? Anyway, it's something I'm really keen to have again, because it's really great to have other people contributing on some of the builds, and it kind of gives people an incentive to play as well, because if you know you've kind of got a build you're looking forward to that you've added in, it's going to be great to kind of have them be able to, it's an incentive for people to play, because they know that their build is featured within Jank 2.0 as well. So we've got various people who are going to be coming to join the server just temporarily. Again, this is more of a I don't know how much they're going to be doing, like streaming or recording or that kind of stuff, but they are going to be helping out. So I've already planning, so Vert, obviously big friend of the channel and of myself. I already talked to him about a potential build, and he's a very, very busy man, so he's actually said that he wants to start work on it soon, just to make sure that he then has the time to actually complete it. So he is going to be designing, actually I can show you in FreeCam very quickly. If we go all the way down here, you'll see this is my Call of Duty level, which is also I'm really excited about, because it uses like spawners, and there's a whole cool mechanic with this one. But this part here, this is meant to be a castle. That's like a turret of the castle. There's a whole other area behind the castle. So what I'm gonna get him to do, if he obviously agrees to it, is to build the facade of the castle, kind of the front of it, because he's such a great builder, and I'm really excited to have him do some of that. We also have obviously our Assassin's Creed level, as I mentioned, and I think that would be a great one to get builders involved in, because people like Sturcat and Fuzzy and Zinji, they're just fantastic builders, and if I give them like a whole city to build between them, I feel they're going to do such an amazing job. I know Sturcat's done like some work on what did she do? She did like a whole Italian vineyard for one of her bases, which obviously is going to be fantastic for like an Italian style, Assassin's Creed style build. I'm also talking, and I need to kind of finalize this, so no promises, but I had a kind of initial chat with P-Pop about them doing music for the game, but I need to kind of talk a bit more details with that. It's all very, very kind of up in the air at the moment, but I do want to have custom music for each level. Each level is, as I said, based on a famous video game or famous set of games, so I want each level to feel like a unique video game. So I'm hoping people will be able to do that, or at least do a song or two for that, because they're a great musician. And that's kind of what's been happening behind the scenes, stuff that's kind of upcoming, and the fact that I've got all these potential helpers means that hopefully that should speed up a bit the process. It means I don't have to, there's certain areas I don't have to worry about, which, given there's so much to do, it's actually quite reassuring to hear. So yeah, so I'm very excited about all of that. If anyone's watching, by the way, and you want to get involved and you're like a builder and you're like a small content creator, just shoot me a message. I think my Discord is usually in the links of my videos. So if you want to do a bit of collaborating, it's a good opportunity to do it. These are all people who will potentially also be returning to play Jank once it is finished, as well as other familiar names you may know. So yeah, I mean, it's quite early to start recruiting. As I said, I think Jank's going to be done in January, but it's good to start, isn't it? It's good to start asking around what people want. Cool. So that's it. Oh, there we go. We got other people have joined. We got Fairy Ender Hair. Hello, nice to see you. I definitely recognise the name from a lot of comments. Very nice. And we got Sturcard as well. I was literally talking about you, Sturcard. I don't know if you heard. All terrible things I was saying. Oh, does this not turn? Wait, does this not? Why is this not turning? What? This is meant to turn thing, isn't it? Does it not work for some reason? What? Oh no, am I going to have to place all the terracotta manually? Why does the deep... Oh, do I need to be in creative or something? Okay, well, that's that plan gone. Okay, right, I'm going to have to be a lot more careful of how I place these blocks then. Okay, well, that teaches me for trying to cheat, I guess. Right, we're doing it the old school way, guys. We're placing terracotta in the right orientation. Oh, no, I'm not looking forward to this now. Alright, we'll see. Yeah, Sturk, I was talking about you. Mainly, I was just saying that I've had early talks with yourself and other people of maybe coming to help out a bit with building some of Jank. And, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's all kind of in the planning stage for now. But how exciting. Okay, cool. So this is what I need to do now. I need to actually place them in the right order. Oh, don't like this. Don't like this at all. But yeah, it's nice to see lots of nice people there. Oh yes, the cat's always watching. Yep. She's not online, is she? No. Okay, good. I will say this: at the moment, nobody has access to this account except this server, except for myself. Oh, I didn't mean to reload the shaders. So how do these need to be placed? Okay, so the white has to be. Oh no, this is why we wanted that stick. The stick would have saved me, but no, I need to now do all these kind of orientation things, which I hate. I hate so much. Oh well, it's what it is. I can't remember. This is like halfway up of one stairs, and there's 4 stairs, and that's just the stairs to get into the building. I think I've underestimated how long this is going to take. I genuinely, at one point, was considering doing this as like, let's do a 24-hour stream and just stream me building this whole thing in one go. And I'm starting to realise that I dodged a bullet by not doing that, I think. We'll see. Okay, but that's cool. I do like this floor as well. Cool, so we're still missing a few things. Right, let's do this. Okay. Fantastic. What's going on? Yeah, so Sturcat suggests install the terracotta wrench data pack from Vanilla Tweaks. Yeah, I'm not going to do that now just because it'll be a bit fiddly, but that was the alternative solution I was considering. I'm trying to avoid this mods as much as possible, but I do think for this specific reason it may make sense. Just because placing terracotta is hard, guys. It's very hard. And let's just do a little quick check of how much terracotta we need to place. This is how many blocks we need to place. We need to place 35,000 mud bricks. Isn't that fun? And yep, 5,000 green glazed terracotta, 4,000 yellow, and some quantity of brown, which I've lost now. Where's the brown one? Brown brown terracotta, 1,000. So that's 11,000 blocks of terracotta. What? Why am I doing this? Why am I choosing to do this? I've just been hit with a realization. Okay. Right. I need acacia slabs. Not slabs. Is that a word? Acacia log. It must be in this area though. Then acacia slabs. There we go. Okay. Acacia slabs. Okay, and then this goes here and there and there. Ah. Do you know what it is though? This is going to be amazing once it's done. This is the thing about the whole of Jank, the whole of any kind of big Minecraft project, any big project you ever do. Once it's done, you are like it was all worth it every single time. The problem is you need to get to a point where it's done. And that's the tricky part. That's the part that nobody likes. Okay. Why is this one? Oh, that one's in the wrong direction. Dear me. Okay. Anyway, let's see what else is happening. Fairy and the Hair says that's quite the reason to use a mod instead. Yeah. I think again, it's kind of it's a balance, isn't it? So I want this to be as vanilla as possible, and I'm trying my best to keep like Jank as vanilla as possible. I'm collecting all of the resources myself, placing every single block. I'm using all I'm using is kind of like shader mods and that kind of stuff, some more visual kind of stuff. I'm not using any quality of life ones, or not that many quality of life ones, I guess. But I do think the occasional thing that kind of simplifies life or just provides a better quality, I think is worth it. So one mod that I do have installed is, for example, the one that replenishes when your stack empties. So if I run out of these, well, I don't actually have any more stairs, but if I run out these jungle stairs and had more jungle stairs, they'd automatically refresh. So that's been absolutely really helpful for like AFKing at farms, because the mod farm, for example, I could just right click and it would just keep placing stuff, and then when the stack emptied, a new stack would appear. So it's been really helpful for that, and I felt that that's a very low level of cheating, if it's any cheating at all. But I don't want to get complacent, is the thing. I don't want to get to a point where I'm just like, oh yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, that's also fine, and that's fine as well. I want to make it fair. So yeah, so for example, you're saying easy place from Lightmatica. So that's one that I'm definitely keen to not use. So for those who don't know, so this, you can see this kind of transparent thing. That's obviously that's not vanilla. We all know that. This is a mod. It's a client-side mod, which basically means that I can follow along. And the reason I do this is because I think it increases. It makes the experience better, because I'm not the most. And I know people are going to say, oh, yeah. But I'm not the best builder in the world. And I think I like having kind of a chance to do it in creative, in order to kind of try stuff out and make big mistakes and then redo it. And Lightmatica just means that I can do it creative, and then I can use that schematic that we built in creative as a guide. So it's only been used as a guide. But for those who don't know, Lightmatica also has easy place mode, where essentially what I would be doing now is just right clicking, and then Lightmatica would just place all the blocks for me. As long as I had them in my inventory, it would automatically go through all my blocks and place the right one in the right place. And that feels like too much of a mod for me. And you can disagree with that, that's fine. I don't mind. Everyone has different standards, but for me that feels a bit cheaty, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to place the blocks manually, as much as I regret it, but that's kind of the case. I'm just checking what other things are. That's why you do data pack, not a mod. Easy placement is cheating. Yeah, there you go. I kind of agree. I mean, it's all debatable, right? I'm sure somebody is going to be watching this video going, oh, Litematica is cheating, you're not actually making this whole thing in survival vanilla or whatever. Fair enough. I'm not going to argue against that. Like, it's, you know, it's a difference of opinion. It's where you draw the line, and this is where I draw the line, and that's fine. And if you don't like it, then I have to watch. That's what it is. But yeah, so apart from that, Ferry saying you also don't use Easy Place. Yeah, I mean, again, it's levels, isn't it? Oh god, I know people who do. Not this isn't me calling people out. I should say. But I played with people in the past who thought Easy Place was perfectly fine, and that's fine. But it's a matter of opinion. We'd like many things in life, matter of opinion. Cool. So that's it. And then I'm trying to think of like other mods I'm using. Actually, we can have a look if you really want to have a look. Decent ones. I got an auto clicker recently because I needed to place 41 shulker boxes of dirt, so I'm not doing that manually. So auto clicker. I got coordinates just to kind of help me orientate. Free camps because it helps with videos. Inventory essentials. I said that's the thing that replenishes my stacks. That's the one. Iris is for the shaders, I believe. Dynamic lighting, just to make it look a bit nicer, like Matic, as we said. Logical zoom, because I like zooming into my face. It's a cool thing to do. This is just the kind of this. I think this is what you need to run like Matica. Minecraft, believe it or not, I'm running Minecraft. Why is it under mods? I'm not entirely sure. Mod menu, which is what you currently see now. Replay, which is what most people use to record like time lapses. Simple fog, to remove the fog because we're dealing with such big areas that fog gets in the way. Simple voice chat for when people are going to join. Sodium is to increase graphics. Oh, stack refill. Oh, maybe I've got two of the same one then. I can't remember. I can't remember what that one's for. I think for a while I was contemplating using and world edit, but not on this. To be very clear, that's just for my creative world. This is not for this world. I think I was playing around with using chunk loaders to load in the whole of Jank, but I've managed to find a non-modded way of doing it. Because oh god, I've fallen down. Because there's actually a command you can run. So if I'm up on the server, you can run a command that says, you know, if I'm this chunk here, I would like you to force load this chunk, and then that will load it. And although that is something you can only do like with commands, which is again depending on how you see it, potential cheating. I'm going to leave these for now, just because I don't have all the materials for on me. Yeah, so you may think, oh, that's cheating, whatever. The point is, do I do these? Yeah, I can do these. It felt less cheaty than having a whole separate mod installed. The only big mod that we're going to be using, and I've said this before, for Jank, is a good audio mod. Because I think something that was really good in Jank 1.0, and I think it's something that in Minecraft is very much missing, is the ability to use custom sounds. And as I said before, I think something that's really important, like for this kind of game, is to have custom sounds. Because I want to have, you know, the soundtrack. I want it to be unique to each level. I think the atmospherics is really important, and part of the atmospherics is sound design. So that's something that I'm going to be doing. I think did we use Etched before? I can't remember. We've used it before on several servers that I've been on. But there's mods basically. I don't think it was Etched in the end. It was something else. But basically, you can make custom music discs which play certain sounds. And in this season of Jank, we're gonna have like full narration. I believe that's kind of the where I'm sitting at the moment. So I think sound's really important. So I didn't want to miss out on that just for that kind of purity. So that's kind of the mods that we've been using. Oh god, where did I put this one? here. Let me just see if there's any more messages. Oh, I can see. Oh, you guys are very chatty today. Just lovely to see. Glazed terracottas just sucks. I completely agree. It doesn't suck. What you need, I think terracotta is like a great block to add a lot of detail very quickly. The problem is you need a debug stick or whatever the wrench is in vanilla Minecraft. You need something to craft that. Like, I don't see why that's not in the base game. It's stupid. It's a very good thing. I don't see how it would be in any way overpowered. It would just make it so much easier to build stuff. I guess the only reason I can see is like if you want to really be annoying and grief someone, that would be quite funny. Just walking into someone's base with a wrench and just flipping over. Oh man, okay, no, I take it back. Maybe we shouldn't. But that's the only reason. All you need is a lot of ender porters, one in every chunk. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't realize that was something that has changed. Okay, I'll have to look into it. I'm always looking for like vanilla vanilla solutions. So if anybody sees something that I'm using modded for and you can think of a way to replace it, I'd much rather do it in vanilla if it is possible. It's quite simple now anyways. That's quite cool. I'm not sure what you're saying, right? Cool, but there's the ender porter thing. Yeah, that is very, very cool to know. Texture pack. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. This is the bare bones texture pack by, let's make sure. Okay, it doesn't say, but it's the bare bones texture pack. I think it just, I was basically trying to create a trailer for Jank 1.0 that looked like a Minecraft trailer, and that was the one they recommended. Am I using shaders at the moment? I can't actually tell. I don't think I'm using the shaders at the moment because the lighting was a bit weird. So I don't know if I'm going to use those in the future. But the shaded pack is really nice. It's really, really nice in these. That's cool. Yeah, let's get the wrench and vanilla. Yeah, as I said, trapdoor flipping is a great vanilla substitute for terracotta wrenching. What do you mean by that? What's trapdoor flipping? I'm confused. So you can have a time return if you want. Okay, yeah. It's interesting to see about the ender pearl version. I know like ender pearl stasis chambers or whatever they're called. I'm familiar with those, but I didn't realize there's potentially new mechanics for it, which could be interesting. The server's coming on like 121.3, so I'm a bit behind. I haven't updated it just because it's a bit of a pain to update, but my plan is to kind of keep updating it as it goes. There's constantly new mechanics coming out as well, which I think could really add to Jank, so I'm definitely keen to kind of keep on updating as we do. The ender pearl version requires a game rule, or else every time you die you will have to throw. I see. So it's kind of the same as what I've got now, because I still have to run a command right now. So I don't know if that's. I wonder if it's a bit. I don't know. The problem is I need a solution that kind of I know it's not going to constantly break, because once people are on the server running, like it has to be kind of foolproof. Because I can't. Yeah, like there'll be periods in which I'm not online and people are going to be playing it, and I don't want. I want to give a good experience to people playing Jank. I don't want people to have to be like, oh, I'm going to record today, and then can't do it because it's not working for some reason. So it has to be fairly foolproof, if at all possible. So yeah, it's tricky. It's the kind of thing you have to think about when doing these kind of games. Just what's the most stable solution? If something kind of just about works, it's maybe not good enough. It kind of has to be a bit better than that. So yeah, the ender pearls disappear on death. Yeah. Something that I'm gonna also point out is that once Jank is built, like once it's all finished, and people start joining the server to play Jank, which again I'm really excited about, I'm probably gonna up myself and actually go into creative at that point, because if there's any issues, I want to be able to fix them instantaneously to give the best experience. But by that point, the whole of Jank will have been built, so you know the achievement is going to be there. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm really justifying myself here. I feel like I'm a bit. I don't know. I don't want to mislead people. I don't want people to think, you know, oh look, he's saying it's vanilla. He's saying it's, you know, it's vanilla Minecraft, but actually, you know, there's all this kind of stuff. Oh, he's saying it's survival, but then when people are playing it, he's in creative and all this kind of stuff. But it's all about the gaming experience and about the essence of it. And I'm trying my best to keep it as genuine and I don't want to say pure. Pure is such a horrible word for this, but as unmodded as possible. But sometimes you got to cut some corners, and that's the reality. I'm going to stop justifying myself. Let's move on. Yeah, making them permanent would be nice. Yep. It's good for server stat to command coming out, but no fun if 20 players chunk load 100 of chunks each. Yeah, one of the reasons why I ended up making this as the new server for Jank instead of continuing on a different servers was to be able to build Jank and have more control over settings and that kind of stuff. Jank 1.0 we built partly on the Vault Hunter server, partly on Olympus Craft. It was kind of moved over, and it was great. It was great to kind of be able to like build and still have lots of people around. I love having a server full of people. There's nothing better than that. I love playing with people, but the problem was that for Jank 2.0 to work, there were so many small requirements that I had to kind of have more control over it. So stuff like the spawn of Jank, for example, that's another interesting one. So for a number of reasons, I need Jank's spawn point to be within this area, which is not where it was originally. We are currently, 2,000 blocks out of spawn. But because of, as I said, we're trying to connect like the three dimensions, and that's really tricky to do because so let's talk about this. This is really interesting. So basically I want everything to happen within like a certain confined area because the redstone has to keep running. So yeah, you can chunk load stuff, but it's just easier if all the players kind of stick within the same area. And the way kind of it's going to work is that you're going to be traveling through portals and stuff to get to other dimensions, to get to other levels. So when you start off the game, you're going to be I'm going to go and sleep actually just before things spawn. So when you go to sleep, when you enter Jank the first time, the first thing you're actually going to do is you're going to go to the Nether. The first 3 levels are actually in the Nether. And that's pretty straightforward. You got portal, you go through the portal, you get to Nether. There's a bit of playing around I need to do with like the position of portals, just because why did I do this? Just because portals can be a bit fickle, and we need some portals for redstone and we need some portals for players. So there's a bit of trickiness there, but that's not the problem. So they go into the Nether, they do the 3 levels in the Nether, then they come over to the I can't remember how I did this now. They do the 3 levels, and then they pop over to the overworld, and then they do the 3 levels in the overworld, and then at the end of the 3 levels in the overworld, I think that's how I did it, I can't remember now. At the end of the 3 levels in the overworld, they are then able to go through the end portal to the end. Very exciting. But then here's where the problem is. How do you get back from the end? And especially, how do you get things back from the end? Because we're going to have items going between dimensions. And those items need to come back from the end. So the way I'm going to do it is, because the spawn point is within this area of Jank here, we can have players return basically to a specific point within Jank, and all the objects that go through the end portal in the end also will return in Jank to that point. So I needed to. So this is all to say, basically, I needed to have a spot in Jank that was the spawn point, And yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Cool. Oh, sorry, let me catch up with some more messages. Yes, chunk loads. Yeah, so that's the thing. So I'm going to be doing one chunk loading. Once Jank actually is fully functional, we're only going to be chunk loading the areas of Jank pretty much and the mob switches, and that's going to be it. So it's going to be a bit, hopefully it won't be too laggy. Oh, thank you for saying it's incredibly impressive. That's very, very kind. But I think there is a difference between survival and creative, and again, I wanna really push the survival, and that's kind of what's important for me. So we limit it to one chunk. So most mod packs want loaded chunk loads to ones around it. Yeah. That's perfectly fine. As I said, like every server can deal with it differently as they wish, and again, it's up to you. At the end of the day, the way you play Minecraft or any other game is entirely up to you, and what works for you doesn't necessarily work for everyone, and that's fine. So it's the beauty of the game. There's a million different ways you can play Minecraft. You can build something like this, and you can choose not to lose your sanity and do that. You can just play with friends. You can play by yourself. There's so many different ways. It's the beauty of the game, really. And what a game it is. I love Minecraft. I play way too much, and it's a problem. Yeah. Also, I've discovered, all my students at university have discovered that I have YouTube channels, and that's an interesting thing that's happened. I just realized the music stopped. I'm just gonna tab out a second just to kind of see what's happened there. Sure. Why have you stopped? There we go. True. It says, lol, that poor chicken. What poor chicken? Oh, sorry, right to what we assumed it's you, chicken. Oh, lovely. Cool. Oh yeah, by the way, I should also say, I've there's so many people that I normally play with that have as I said, they agreed to help out with Jank, and that's fantastic, but there's so much stuff that we are creating as a group online that you should check out. I definitely would recommend looking at different channels. Stircat's in the comments, so if you want to watch some Vault Hunters, there's the new update. You can go and check out Stircat's new videos, which are very exciting. I'm glad you found me in a vault. That's very, very nice. I don't know why I've been associated with chickens forever now. Well, I do know, but it's the way it is. Fuzzy, I think, was, I can't remember what's the mod pack called, I forgot now, but he's doing some really cool stuff, and he also named a chicken after me, so there's a recurring theme here. And CWG's doing Greg Tech, I want to say. He's doing a lot of mods. If you love mods, that's the person to check out. But yeah, so lots of lovely people that you can also follow for more content. We'll yeah, definitely do that. Well, that's gonna haunt you. Yep. Oh, I should have. No, I can't do it. I was gonna say I should have like a room in Jank that's just full of chickens. Oh, a chicken-based puzzle would be good, wouldn't it? Okay, now I'm interested. The Jank 2.0 chicken-based puzzle. No, I've got it, guys. I've got it. Okay, I'm officially saying this now, and I've not planned it. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I think Jank 2.0 has to have a chicken Easter egg. Okay, so whenever people play Jank, if anybody wants to play Jank afterwards, whatever, just know there will be a chicken Easter egg that you need to find. I'm calling it now. It's happening. I don't know what it's going to look like. It may be a literal egg, but there will be one. I will add it. Yeah, there you go. Fuzzy plays. So Fuzzy playing Vault Hunter with you. Yeah, and Techopolis. That's the one. I get lost with all the mod packs, I'm afraid. It's yeah. I mean, Sticker, you know how I am. Like, you relate with me sometimes about this. Is that I think you and I specifically are the kind of the least modded people on that in the group, if that makes sense. We're the people who kind of prefer to play more vanilla styles, so I kind of get lost when talking with mods, you know. I'm kind of like, yeah, not sure what this one does, but yeah. It's all about the people, guys. That's the important thing. It's about playing with others. I should also give another shout out as well, but I'm also on the Battlecraft SMP. I'm still continuing uploading from there. So if you do want to check out any more Cobblemon videos, I will have more Cobblemon videos coming very soon. But also all the people on the Battlecraft SMP are just lovely. They're all lovely people. Amazing builders as well. Oh yeah, I should say JB is also going to be joining, doing some building. There's other people as well. I'm forgetting people, I'm sure, but yeah, it's exciting to see people coming to help out, hopefully soon. Don't solve the chicken puzzle, the server crashes. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe the whole this is good. We're cooking, guys. We're cooking. Maybe the whole point of Jank 2.0 is that there's a chicken machine, and you have to solve Jank 2.0 quick enough that the chicken machine doesn't break the server. And if you don't solve it fast enough, the chicken machine will break the server. Maybe that's the chicken Easter egg. Maybe you end Jank 2.0 and you end up in a room, and in the middle there's a chicken machine. Wow. We're really we really got some good ideas today, guys. This is great. We should do more of these. There's more madness happening. Stegart says, she's never been a modded player. I prefer vanilla, but I love Vault Hunters. I also play Greg Tech with WG, but just for the magic mods. You know, I'm a witch, yes. Oh yeah, we know you're a witch. We know you're a witch. We're very familiar with this concept, Stegart. But you know what it is? Actually, I do kind of agree with you. I also am not necessarily a big modded fan. I think Minecraft has got a lot to offer without having to ever go into the whole modded thing. Although, you know, I've had lots of fun playing modded servers before, don't get me wrong. But again, I wouldn't do it by myself. It's great to go and do it with others. Now, the exception to that is Vault Hunters. So I think I agree with you. Vault Hunters does feel like it's a completely different game, but I really enjoy it. Now I know I should probably mention, like, there's obviously some controversy recently about Vault Hunters, and I'm not trying to I'm not touching that. I'm not getting into that at all. But regardless of your feelings about all of that, undoubtedly you can say that Vault Hunter is a very good mod pack, which I've really enjoyed playing before, and as you can see, Stegart has as well. So you know, it's the kind of thing that, like, I may return to one day, but only if, like, other people are playing. We'll see what happens. Again, I don't know. At the moment, yeah, there's something else I can talk about. Schedules. Oh, how exciting! No. So as you may have known, we've recently finished all the mods, which was really good. I actually had a really good time with all the mods. I felt like I wasn't able to give it the time it deserved, or more specifically, I don't think I was able to give the people playing it the time they deserved. And that's just because there's nothing personal or anything like that. It is literally just real life kind of got in the way. So but yeah, that series is now over. I said I'm still playing on a Battlecraft server. I'm planning to kind of release more videos of that, maybe be a bit more consistent with the videos as well. And obviously Jank is kind of my main series at the moment. I'm having a lot of fun doing Jank, and I really need to make a lot of progress on it. So I want to play a lot more. So at the moment, I don't think I'm going to be doing more series than that. I think I'm going to leave it for now. In addition to that, kind of in my personal life, if I may, go personal for a bit. My current situation is that I've been working as a lecturer at the university, at Queen's University for the last year or so, which has been great. Had a great time. It's been very time consuming, which is why my uploads maybe have gone down a bit, and that's kind of part of the reason why maybe I've not been as assiduous as usual. Although I feel like I don't think I miss more than like a week at a time, maybe 2 weeks once, but that's kind of there. But my contract is coming to an end at the end of June, after which I am unemployed. Yeah, isn't that fun? It's the great world of academia. So this is what it is. I'm working on various schemes to get like funding and stuff. I'm actually, and this is the funny thing, I'm trying to apply for some funding for a project that looks at using Minecraft for archaeology. So that's pretty exciting if that goes ahead. But with funding bodies, you never know, it may take a while to kind of happen. The short of this means that come until June, I'm kind of still busy. I've got an excavation in June. So June may be a bit of a quiet month because I'll be busy all day excavating. But once that is over, I should have more time to spend on Minecraft because I'll be unemployed. So I do need to like apply for jobs and that kind of stuff. So I'll be a bit busy, but there may be scope to do like another series then, or alternatively to just spend more time on the series that I currently have. So that's kind of where my personal life is at the moment. Let's just have a quick look at messages. Fellow witch. Oh, I see there's so many witches in my chat. Why are all the witches coming to my chat? That's an interesting thing. Win fast or junk blows up. Yes, I like it. No, well, do I? No, I don't want junk to blow up, actually. I take that back. Yes, don't touch that. That's vanished now, and the pack is greater than ever. That's really good to know. I've seen some really good things about Vault Hunters, the new update. So I am actually really curious about it. I just haven't had the time to look into it. But just so you know, if there's a new server starting with Vault Hunters, especially after June, I'd be interested. Hit me up. Finding cinnamon. Okay, fantastic. We see. Okay, I'm already being recruited for vaults. That's great. I should also say, like, unemployment is obviously something that can be like really tricky for a lot of people. I am in a good financial situation and everything, so don't worry too much about me. This wasn't meant to be like a poor me kind of situation. I just wanted to kind of update you on why maybe videos have been a bit less frequent and what will happen in the future, basically. There's also the other possibility that if I do get a more permanent position, then that will be less time for me to play, but that's probably not going to happen for a bit at least. So we'll see what happens. It's what it is. We've made it work up to now, so I'm sure I'll keep uploading in some capacity in the future. So that's that. I had something else I was going to mention along those lines, but I've completely forgotten what it is now. No, it's completely gone from my head. Oh, no, I did have a point, a question, a quiz for all of you. Not a quiz, a question. Oh God, I just realised I've done 2 sets of stairs in 1 hour. This is okay, great. So today we're just doing stairs, guys. Oh no, what have I done? So quiz. So up to now, I've kept my content 100% Minecraft, which I'm keen to keep on doing. I think no disrespect for people who are multi-platform, whatever they're called. I completely understand wanting to have different games, like hedging your bets, that kind of stuff. I'm only really interested in having Minecraft on this channel. I think consistency is more important than variety. But there's one situation which I've thought about, which I think may be interesting, because one of the levels in Jank we've established is going to be based on, I keep getting this wrong, but it is Stanley's Powerball people want me to do. I think I keep getting confused with like is it Isaac, the Binding of Isaac or something? But I think it is Stanley Parable. So people wanted me to do a level based on the Stanley Parable. From what I understand of it, I think it would be a really good level for Jank, but I've never played it before. Okay, so that's something that I need to try out in order to see if it is, if it would work for Jank or not. And yeah, so my question is, would you like to see me play that specifically as research for Jank, or would you prefer to have a channel which is just Minecraft and then that's it? Why? I'm sure there's glowstone at the bottom of the other ones, right? What's happened here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there a piece that's cut off? There's plenty that's cut off here. Oh no. That's fine, we can work it out. Should that be there maybe? Sorry, I've just realized I messed something up here. Okay, that's fine. I think we can fix it by doing that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so how do you feel about and I said this will be a one-off if it would be the case. I wouldn't want to, then be going like, I really want to try out this game, let's do it on this channel, and everything. So let me know what you think, because I can kind of cater to what people are feeling. I did also think that if ever I have the time, this is very, very long-term kind of plan. If I ever do have the time, or my channel suddenly blows up or anything like that, which I'm not counting on, I may end up doing like a second channel where I do other games and just call it Rob Plays Everything Else. I just thought that'd be quite funny, but that's not something that I'm keen to do at this stage, because I think, again, I've already got enough on my plate with Jank and other stuff. So yeah, messages, stair stream. Yeah, this is the stair stream, guys. And if we want tomorrow, we can do the floor stream, and then for the next 10 years we've got streams forever. This is streaming long. Everything takes 10 times longer. That's absolutely fair. Yeah, I could really agree with you. It does. Although this feels quite mechanical in some ways, so it is quite nice to. I'm kind of forgetting that I'm doing the work, which is nice, which is very nice, especially when I've been doing a lot of grinding recently. Let me just have a look at what's happening here. Am I doing this right? Yeah, I am doing this right. Okay, cool. Yeah, someone managed to cut off apart from this one. Yeah, that would be fun to see everyone back in the vaults. Oh yeah, they want to gather a group to play again. Yeah, no, that sounds fantastic. As I said, it's I always say, like, I've always lucked out with like this group of people that I play with, that you're familiar with. They're all like lovely people, and I'm always up for something new. If they want to do something, I'm in. I'll do it. Just because, again, I have a lot of fun playing with like Sturkat and Fuzzy. Oh no, I'm gonna have to name everyone now, otherwise I'm gonna feel bad. Everyone, I have fun playing with everyone except for one person. No, I'm not gonna. That's not true. That's not true at all. We are all one big happy family, like my boss used to say. But no, seriously, as I said, until June, I am probably going to be a bit too full of stuff to do anything extra. But once June is over, having said that, I've got a lot of traveling this summer, but we'll make it work. I'll make it work. Don't you worry. We will make it work. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah. No messages about the Stanley Parable. Nobody cares. That's fair. If there's no interest, I'm happy to just kind of play it on my own time. I just wanted to see if there was an opportunity, but if no one wants to, that's fine. Excellent. Cool. A lot of talking. This is great. I'm going to be out of voice at the end of today, but yeah, it's good. No, it's good. I thank you everyone for turning up in chat as well. It's nice to kind of see people there. It's always nice to kind of have people to talk to. This is great. It feels like we've got like a lovely little community here all together. Lovely supportive community. So yeah, that's really good. What else can I bring to you today? What else is happening in the world of Rob? Not entirely sure, to be honest. I started working on a new Christmas album. That's really exciting. I've had I say I started working. I've not actually done any work on it, but I have the concept, and that's what matters. And this year's Christmas album is weird. Surprisingly, it's weird. We're definitely going to have to live stream it at the end. And I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to give too much away. But let's just say it's going to be a surprise for you. And it's going to be a surprise for me. That's all I'm going to give you. But yeah, so that's good. So like I said, if it's research for Jank, I think you should do it. Yeah, that's fair enough. Ferry in the Hair says, if it's research for Jank, I would watch it. Cool, that's good. Maybe what I'll do is if I have a look and see what the length of it is, maybe that's kind of the deciding factor. Because if it's like 40 hours of gameplay, I don't really want to have like 40 hours of Stanley Powerball on my channel. Nothing take away from the game. I'm sure it's a really good game. Just it kind of takes away the focus from the channel. So maybe if it's like something that we can do in like a few live stream sessions or something, maybe that's something to do. We'll see. Or maybe I'll do my second channel. Maybe I'll make my second channel. Who knows? I know Sterkat mentioned maybe playing Repo. Is that the game together? So that feels like second channel vibes to me. So yeah, maybe it's time. Maybe this summer's the time for the second channel and start playing all kinds of weird things. Who knows? Yeah. The other channel I wanted to do was a Magic the Gathering channel, but I don't think that's wise. I don't think that's wise. No. Let's not do that. But anyway, but that's ideas. That's ideas that are always floating around in my head of potential things to do in the future. But no, we'll see. But yeah, it's coming along. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a long job. I don't think this is going to be something that we can do completely in streams. But again, if nothing else, this is giving you a scale of what we are achieving. Because this is, if you think about this as a level of Jank, right? Because it's kind of the size of a level in Jank. Now imagine building this whole thing, but it's 9 times that, and then you have to add in all the time to kind of clear the areas and all the redstone and all that kind of stuff. Maybe January is optimistic. I'm starting to feel like, yeah. If I can get the lobby finished by end of May, we are at a good point, I think. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to rush it. Because if we rush Jank, then, I think last season, like I did spend a good amount of time like playtesting, sure everything is working smoothly. But I did rush a few things last season, and I did kind of slightly regret it. So I think I want to make sure this season it's as good as it can be. Because I ain't going to do this again, Yeah, Repo, a whole lot of fun. Okay. Maybe that's the. Maybe we need to do the second channel. Maybe that's what we're doing here, and start playing other games. Oh my God! Do you see the VG? Still kind of fuzzy playing Repo. Oh no! I feel like the more this we talk about it, the more this has to happen, right? Surely this now has to happen. Okay, well, Stoker, I'll be messaging you after this to find like a suitable time for us to play together. Maybe we'll do it and we won't even record it. How about that? We can play for ourselves and no one else. Watch out that your hand doesn't die. Oh yeah, that's a lot of hours of building in the same month. Hey, look, you say that, but like, if you think about like the stuff that we've done up to now, like, yeah, I think clearing the nether, basically, I think that was kind of the hardest thing. Just because there was so much lava, I placed so much gravel and so much sand. I don't think it's going to really Yeah, this isn't going to give it justice because a lot of it. No, because I placed it on the machine. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Okay, items. Items broken. 500,000 netherrack. Did I break 500,000 netherrack? How did I break 500,000 netherrack? I didn't do it manually. Did I? That's great. That's surprising to me. I mean, the other stuff is fair enough, but like that's surprising. Broken 12 print. Well, it doesn't matter. Broken doesn't matter. Times crafted. Lots of oak planks. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I was doing a lot of pistons for a while. Packed mud. That's what I've been doing today. Just a lot of mud bricks and packed mud. Times used. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Okay. I've used my netherite pickaxe almost 700,000 times. Fair enough. Picked up. Where's it going to be? Is there placed? Oh, there isn't a place. Unless it's... Is it going to be underused? Oh yeah, I placed 100,000 gravel, basically. That's what I placed for the nether. Picked up 100,000 gravel. Dropped 43,000 netherrack. I dropped 42,000 poppies. What? Okay, fair enough. That's for my farm. How much time am I... Okay, well, this is a good time for a little break, right? I feel like I've been placing a lot of blocks. So let's have a little statistics break, right? Animals bred, 129. Barrels opened, 1,000. Chest opened. What's this? Damage dealt. Okay, fair enough. That feels high. I'm not sure. Damage taken. Yep, fair enough. Distance climbed. Distance crouched. Crouched. 631 kilometers. Fair enough. I've crouched more than I sprinted. That shows that I've been placing blocks carefully. This is my elytra. How have I only travelled that with elytra? I feel like I should have travelled more. No, that's still a lot, isn't it? Okay. What's fun statistics? Items dropped. Jumps. Okay. I've killed 484,000 mobs? What farm do I have that does that? I don't know I've killed that many mobs. What? I'm trying to think. With the skeletons. With the skeleton farm. That's what that is. That's it. That explains it. I've sneaked for 5 days of my life. I've sneaked for 5 days of my life. Oh, that's upsetting. I played for 35 straight days. Not straight, but 35 days. How does that feel? That feels rough. But that's a lot of AFK time as well. And this is only obviously on this server. I've traded 100,000 times with villagers. Mobs. Okay, I suppose because I was killed by an armadillo. I've killed 1,045 blazes? Do I have a blaze farm? Oh, I guess the Wither farm also did blazes for a bit. And I've killed... come on. Show me. Show me. Oh yeah, here you go. 29,000 Wither skeletons. 1,300 zombified piglins. Wait, didn't I say I killed 500,000? Where's the 500,000? I don't know. Anyway, but that's my stats. There we go. That's what's happened on this server. I started the server in September. No, November probably. Something like that. So there we go. So yeah. I killed an armadillo. Yeah, I don't know. I actually remember doing it, but I can't remember why. So, yeah, it's solo stat poker. yeah. But this, again, shows you that this is all legit, right? This is the important thing. It kind of demonstrates that, like, I've been grinding, man. I've been grinding. Like, you have no idea. I've been grinding. Oh. Wait, okay, yeah, in a few... Wait, did I do that on the others? Maybe I didn't. Okay. Yeah, wait until we look at Obsidian Mind next time. After I've done the end. That's a stat I'm scared of. Yeah. Something I've always wanted to do is actually try and find out how many total hours of Minecraft I've ever played. But I don't know if that's something that's easily done. There is like a build time I played when I was like younger, when Minecraft first came out, I played for like, just for my own pleasure for a while. And I wouldn't have that data, but I do wonder since kind of, you know, doing my channel and stuff, how much I've played. Because it's a problem, surely, right? Surely we're like in the realm of like people start wondering if they need to do an intervention, right? Is that if somebody looks at those stats, is that what you think? Anyway, it's what it is. So, but yeah, anyway, that's all the stats. We'll see at the end of the server how much they've changed. Probably not that much. I imagine they're going to be. No, I mean, actually, no, they will have probably changed quite a bit. So I'm slightly rambling. It's been. I feel like I'm getting at that point where I'm slightly losing my mind now, just from placing blocks and talking. But we're going to continue. I want to finish the stairs. That's the plan. We're going to finish the stairs. Yes, I was hoping to finish by... Oh, no. Snow. Snow's annoying. I was hoping... Maybe actually, I'll go to sleep. I was hoping to do about 2 hours of streaming today. So finish in about 45 minutes. So we got 45 minutes to finish stairs. And then we would have done the stairs of the lobby of Jank. Wow. What an exciting stream. I bring you only the best streams, let's be honest. Oh, dear me. Oh, what's that? Snow. Okay. Yeah. I look forward to seeing this, though, once the snow kind of has taken effect. I feel like once like the whole thing is done and it started snowing and the snow is kind of settled on certain areas, and once we kind of blended in all the terrain, oh, this is going to look so beautiful. I'm really looking forward to again, I look forward to it being done, but I need to get to the point where it's done first. Right, and then this is here. Yeah. Well, how are you guys doing in chat? How's life with you? As I said, it's been a while since I've done a chat, so I've not really caught up on everybody. Let me know in chat if there's anything going on with your lives. Otherwise, it feels like this is just me telling you about my life, and that's great, but you know, it feels a bit selfish. It feels like there should be a two-way communication system, you know. Block. Go away. Yeah. Is there anything you would like to see in Jank? Actually, that's a really good question. Is there anything from like Jank, the first one, that you thought actually this could be better, this could be improved? Because this is a good opportunity to do it. You know, we still haven't done any redstone. We still haven't done. You know, none of the designs are finalized. So if this is the point in which you can give me some feedback, and that feedback may actually be represented in what happens in Jank in the future. Oh, okay, what's happening? Oh, working. That's about it. Winter. That's fair. Completely fair. I get it. End of Hair says, I've been doing well, just finished a semester of art. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, cool. Is that, when you say semester, is that like university? Is that like before university? How does it work? And is it like specific kind of art? Art's really cool. Like, yeah. I've got like a cousin, not cousin, it's a... What's it? A second cousin? Does that make sense? My wife's cousin is an artist, and she does like ceramics and stuff, which are really, really awesome. My aunt is an artist as well, actually, and she does a lot of really interesting paintings and mosaics and stuff. So it's really cool. It's a really cool thing to be able to do. Uni student. Oh, that's fantastic. A fine artist. I do sculpture and painting. That is incredible. Oh. That's amazing. I mean, I understand. You know, I understand the nature of painting. I understand a lot of people like do painting, but sculpture. I mean, not to undermine. Obviously, I think both are something that I wish I had the talent to do in any way. But sculpture is one of those where you don't really hear about it that much these days. So that's really incredible. So yeah, that's really good. Is there any particular I don't even know. This is the thing. I don't even have the terminology to ask the right questions. But I want to know more. Like, tell me more. What kind of sculpture do you do? Like, is it like in my head? It's like just somebody with like a chisel, like like a Michelangelo kind of person, chiseling away at a big block of marble. And spending lots of time making these figures. But I understand that sculpture today obviously can be quite different. It can be quite modern art, for example. Is there any specific type of sculpture that you're interested in? As I said, I'm coming from a place of complete ignorance here, so don't don't take offense if I'm not using the right terms and everything. Yeah, I like to bring my sculptures into Minecraft sometimes as well. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It's crazy how malleable it is as a tool, especially like I think people who can make like organic builds. Oh man, it's something I've been trying to like get better at, but just I don't have that mentality for it. I don't think. It's quite funny actually because I'm as part of my so I'm a lecturer in archaeology, but my speciality is 3D reconstruction. So I do kind of do art in the sense that I recreate buildings and stuff, but it's almost like a different muscle. I don't consider it like to be necessarily as artistic in the same way, especially not like sculpture way. So that's really interesting. I wouldn't say you're doing Minecraft mod packs. Is that you playing mod packs, or are you actually a modder? And if you are playing mod packs, what mod packs are you playing at the moment? As I said, it's not like my favorite thing, mod packs, but I like to keep informed about what's good, just in case somebody comes along and, a Stircut comes along and says, oh, let's do this crazy new mod pack. At least I have an idea of what I need to do for it. Ferrienda here says, well, I've done wearable sculptures made of paper, abstract wax casts, painted cobble sculptures, some metalwork with casted bronze, wood sculptures, etc. Wow, that's quite a lot of diverse materials and techniques, I would imagine. That is pretty cool. Yeah, there was somebody, a family friend who passed away some years ago, unfortunately, but he used to do metal sculptures as well, and basically like welding scrap pieces of metal together. And he was well known like in his local area, and used to do like all kinds of sculptures for schools and stuff, and he used to do these really crazy animals and human figures. And when I was a kid, like I used to be able to go to his house and he would show me how to do it, and I'd get a chance to kind of do some of these sculptures. And mine were always like terrible, but it was really interesting technique. I just thought, just the ability of taking something that, I mean, in my mind, but I think this is absolutely incorrect. In my mind, it's not like the most malleable of things, metal to me is like this very strong thing, and to actually make it like look beautiful is something that I think again takes a lot of skill. So you say like there's lots of different techniques obviously that you mentioned there as well. Wearable sculptures sounds phenomenal. I definitely would love to see more of that. I may have to do some Googling afterwards. But yeah, I love the idea that you're using all these kind of different types of materials and tools to try different things. It's really incredible. What else is happening? Bunta saying that, you're playing a lot of mod packs. I see, yeah. You joined a server that did ATM 9, Crashtopia, ATM 10, yep. Also, Volcano Block. Oh, what's Volcano Block? I've not heard of that one. Is it? I mean, sounds interesting. I do like a volcano. I'm quite partial to the old volcano, as no one has ever said before. Let me know if you're quite partial to a good old volcano. No. But that's really cool. It's nice to see that the modding community is obviously quite varied, and there's so much going on. Did I do this on the other side, or did I just stop at this point? Yes, I stopped at this point. I didn't even do this. Oh god, there's so much to do still. Okay. Look up Nick Cage if you want to do research on wearable sculptures. He's who I looked up for the project. Cool. I'm assuming obviously not the same Nicolas Cage that I'm thinking of, but unless, I mean, that man's full of surprises, so who knows. Okay, I'll have to look into it. And I'm saying this very genuinely. I think this is really interesting. Art and sculpture and this kind of stuff is things that, again, whenever I see it, I'm always very interested in, but I never really sit down and had a good hard look at it. But yeah, okay, Nick Cage. Good, thank you for the recommendation. That's really good. Cool. So you finished uni now, I suppose, from the semester. So yeah, hopefully you have a nice relaxing summer without having to worry about it. What's happening? It's Sky Ocean block, but the floor is literally lava. It's an ATM pack that. Oh, so the star is the end goal. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I literally just finished ATM 10, so I'm familiar with that mod pack. Yeah. The floor is literally lava. Oh, okay, that's funny. Okay, I like that. Oh, I'm sold now. I'm gonna have to play this mod pack, I guess. Oh, that's good. Oh, Nick Cave. Okay, Nick Cave, everyone, for anyone who's interested. Nick Cave is the person that you want to look into if you want to look into some cool sculptures. I recently watched like a YouTube video, and unfortunately I cannot remember this person's name, otherwise I would love to give them credit. But they were doing hyper realistic sculptures. So it was like a human person, and it just looked like a person. It just looked like a real person, but it was obviously sculpted, also like latex and that kind of stuff. And yeah, those like especially like hyper realistic paintings and stuff, always like blow my mind. I just don't understand how somebody can do that. It's just crazy to me that you are able to replicate it with that kind of detail. I don't know. I think the problem is that for me, I'm very much a big picture kind of person, right? So as you can see here with Jank, I can visualize this big thing, but then when it comes down to like the nitty gritty details, it takes me a lot longer to kind of fine tune them because I'm not used to it. So I think that's kind of one of the issues I have with not the issue I have with art, is one of my issues with being artistic. Is that the details are often not an important thing for me. I want to get something done, and then the details, if I've got time, that's fine. What else is on? It seems like every ATM pack they do a side pack like ATM 9 to the sky. Yeah, I did kind of, so with the ATM mod, so as you know, I've kind of just finished playing on the server, and my honest take on it was that I probably didn't gel with it very well. It was too modded for me, and there was too many things happening, and because I didn't have the time to really spend the time that it required for me to kind of work with it, I didn't really, I don't know. I don't think it was really right for me. I think it was great. I think they've made so much work on it, and it's objectively like a good thing, but it wasn't just for me. Which again is a bit of a shame, because again I was enjoying playing with people. I know people like CWG and stuff were really enjoying it, and I wanted to be part of that because I enjoy playing with all of them. But as a mod pack itself, I think I would have rather just played vanilla, is probably the honest thing. But again, personal preference. I'm not trying to persuade you that that's the right thing. Just that's how I prefer to play things, I guess. But again, it's not taken away from the amazing work they've done on that mod pack, because my god, there's a lot in there. But that's kind of, it's kind of a double-edged sword, isn't it? There's a lot in it, which for me meant there was too much for me for the amount of time I was able to put into it. There was just too much. But that's what it is. What's going on? It makes me check. I could never do hyperrealism. Yeah. How did they do it? I think it's witchcraft. I know we talk about witches up to now. But I genuinely, I know it's not witchcraft, but it is kind of just, it's just a whole nother level. Do you know what it is though? I'm sure, just like with anything else, is like if you kind of break it down, the techniques to do it are not impossible, right? I'm sure that like if I spent the next 10 years of my life studying how to do hyperrealism, there is like tricks to do it, and I'm sure that anyone would be able to do it at some point. But regardless, it's incredible that people can do it. It's a lot of dedication is what I'm trying to say. It's a lot of hard work. I'm not trying to say it's easy by any stretch of imagination, but yeah, that's crazy. Sarah doing one stack out with like ATM Arcana. Yeah, I imagine she would. Yeah. Yeah, need to like order to play ATM packs. Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think that's it. I think if you love modded ATM 10, oh man, you love it. Like absolutely, no questions. Because again, and I want this to be clear, it's a very good pack, and it's the work they've done on it is fantastic. It's just again a personal preference. I think I prefer less modded things, and usually it would be fine because normally when there's like a big modded pack, I have a lot of time and I can do some things and I get to spend a lot of time with people, and it's really good fun, and it's great to kind of just chill with them and just play with Circa, play with C-Dubs and Monocle and everyone else that was on that server, right? I need to stop starting to list of people because it feels like I'm snubbing people, but genuinely everyone is great. I'm not trying to just call certain people out and others not. But the problem is, yeah, because I just didn't have the time, and I did tell people that this was the case. I don't want it to seem like I misled people or anything like that. But because I didn't have the time to really dedicate to it, there was a frustration that every time I kind of went on, it was like, oh, so much has changed and I now need to catch up with this. And yeah, but I will say, like, for example, like the finale we did, I really loved that. That was amazing. It was great to kind of visit the other people's base and like the treasure hunt and everything. As frustrating as it was to record, because turns out finding items within enormous Minecraft bases is very difficult. Something that I need to remember for when I do Jank, because that's part of what Jank is. But I really enjoyed kind of that dynamic of like running around with people, having fun, doing something silly like a treasure hunt, which is great. It's great fun. That's the part I really liked. So thank you for the people who were in it, is what I'm trying to say. While the mod pack itself wasn't my favourite, the people were great. Cool. What else is happening? I'm getting tired. You can see me kind of constantly going back to chat. I mean, obviously, first of all, I love chatting with you guys, so that's part of it. But also, I don't want to play so many more blocks. Hyperrealism without the simplified techniques would be hard. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, but I have done it in the past. So you haven't engaged with hyperrealism. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, it's I can't. Yeah. You can easily make hyperrealistic portrait with the grid method on like day 3-4 of drawing. Really, I honestly imagined it would take a lot more than that. I thought that's the kind of thing where, again, I feel like it is, like with many things, it's achievable, but like it would have taken a lot more. Also, I guess this is, depends who's doing it, I guess, because I think I probably wouldn't be able to do it in 3 days, but I'm sure you would. I'm sure there's a different level of skill there, let's just say. I missed this part. Yeah, no, I'm not. As I said, I do kind of. There's some stuff that I consider artistic, but I don't think my main skill is being artistic. Let's be honest. Yeah. I mean, I say that, and then here I am sculpting a cathedral or something. I know. I guess everyone finds art in different ways. That's what it is. I'm kind of rambling on now, aren't I? I'm getting to that point. Right, we need to get through the stairs. We've got 25 minutes. We need to finish these stairs, and then we can call it a success. We can call today's stream a success. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, really good teacher. Yeah, good teacher makes a big difference. Absolutely makes a very big difference. You need the right person to be able to follow you. So that's good. But it says going back to vanilla in today's for a new world, but I'm going to miss the start. Well, vanilla plus. Yeah, it is hard. Like, it is hard to then be used to mods and then go back to complete vanilla. It was kind of this is the other thing. It was kind of slightly jarring because I was doing Vault Hunter. So not Vault Hunters. I was doing Automod 10s and Jank at the same time. So one day I'd be like, oh, and now we need to craft plutonium, and I've now unlocked magic spells. Oh, look, this teleports me around. All this kind of stuff, and then the next day I'll be like, I punch tree. I need to punch hundred of tree. It was a bit of a contrast, to be honest, which is fine. It's not a problem, but just a bit of a funny one. There. Okay, I tried out the method about a year after I first tried out art. That's cool. When did you first know you wanted to be an artist? That's a very good question, isn't it? It's something that, like, I feel is very vocational. But you say, what's happening here? But you say that when you first started trying art, it seems like it must have been something later in life. It's interesting. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Right, what am I doing? Steps. Still doing steps. God. So much stairs. Sometimes I regret the choices I make in life. This is how it is. Like, just like I said, I've done a lot of this stuff off camera, but this is how Jank has been for the last several months. It's just me happy that I'm doing something really cool, and then the next next minute I'm like, why did I do this? This is a stupid idea. This is terrible. Why am I putting myself through this? It's not worth it. Blah blah blah. So I guess that's just a sign of. I was gonna say the sign of that it's a good thing, but maybe it's a sign that this is an abusive relationship I have with Jank and I need to leave. Maybe that's what we're learning. No, I kid, and I shouldn't kid about those things, but that's happening. Fairy Under Hair about 3 years ago. Wow, that's really interesting. I first tried out art about 9 years ago. Okay. I get it. You first tried out art about 9 years ago. I thought you were trying to say that you decided that you thought, I'll give art a try 3 years ago, and now you're in university. Because that, to me, not taking anything away from it, that would be it's just an interesting choice, if that makes sense. But 9 years, that sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool. It's really interesting because I feel like, as I said, it's a very vocational field, and I'm somebody who, as I said, I'm an archaeologist. I forgot to do that level. I'm an archaeologist, and I knew when I was a kid that I wanted to be an archaeologist, and yeah, so I've always had that in my head, and it's always, whenever there's somebody who's doing something that's clearly a passion, I'm always interested to see when that idea first came around. Because you do sometimes get people who are later in life go, oh, I was working, as something, and then I decided to try out art, and look, now I'm doing this. And that's fantastic when that happens. But it's always interesting to see when people first approach these areas. Okay. Let's see what else happens. The common thing in all packs you play is you die. Yeah, no, I die a lot. I definitely die a lot. It's my signature move. Yep. I just die. I'm not very good at the game, is the honest answer, is why this happens. I'm just not very good. And also, I don't have good self-preservation instincts, especially in a game. You need me to like jump into lava. I'll do it. Well, I don't need to ask why. I'll be fine. I'll work it out. I'll jump into the lava. It's all good for me. Never really got invested into it. I wanted to get better at building a Minecraft, which sent me down a rabbit hole. Wow, this is really good. You were in the second year of uni when I decided to change majors. Wow, that is really really cool. Oh, by the way, good night, Bunter. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Thank you for joining. It's great. Wow, Fairy Ender. That is really interesting, and I'm assuming this is like you're very happy with your choice and everything, but that's really good. It's really good that you decided to kind of go with your your vocation, the thing that you're really interested in. Not everyone gets to do it, and not everyone wants to do it, but it's I don't know. I don't think I could live in any other way. It's really weird to say maybe, but like I had some friends when I was like growing up who, when they were 16 or 17, their parents said, right, you're going to be a doctor. I'm a doctor. You're going to be a doctor. And there was no like discussion. There wasn't any back and forth of like, oh no, I'd rather do something else. That was it. He was a doctor, or they were doctors, right? And that to me would be crazy. I would never. Maybe it's entitlement, maybe, but like I couldn't do that. I just wouldn't be able to. Like I wanted to be an archaeologist, and that's what I am. But I obviously understand that, like, different situations, sometimes you don't have that choice, and that's just the way it is, right? But for you to kind of come into it later in life, that's really fascinating. So yeah, no, that's really interesting. Let's read on. I'm just very fascinated with your life now. It seems like it. I don't know, but I did want to get better at it at the time. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's cool. It's a cool thing to do, and I've got plenty of friends who like changed their course midway through the university. One of my friends, my best friend, Jordan, he started off as a philosophy undergraduate, and I met him. Was he doing philosophy when I met him? I can't remember. He did a year of philosophy, which, to be fair, was also something I was really interested in. But he then decided to change to media studies, and now he works for BBC. So, he's won that one, that's for sure. So, yeah, there's absolutely no issue changing at any point in your life and doing something else. It's something that can really work out, and some people find their passion, which is really good. So yeah, I'm glad you find your passion. That's kind of the essence of this. It sounds like you're enjoying yourself, and yeah, it's great. I got a question though. So it's something that I'm really interested in here, right? So if you're obviously like, I don't mean to pick on you, but it's just because obviously you're responding to me. So I obviously I feel like we're having a conversation right now. But like, art's obviously like very subjective and stuff. So if you're in university, is it tricky to assess? I'm thinking because obviously I've been doing a lot of like assessment this year, because I'm teaching. So I've been marking a lot of essays of varying quality, but even in archaeology and stuff, it's something that can be fairly objective in a sense. Like you can, yeah, like there is an element of creativity in it, but if you say something that is incorrect, then I can mark you down because that is something that is incorrect. But with art, it's such a subjective thing. If you're presenting, if you're doing your cloth-based sculptures, right, with paper, how does one assess that? Is there like a metric by which you go by? It sounds a bit weird for me. There's no exams, only final projects. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, okay, and you were a psych major first, and then when I went through a little crisis amounts between art, psych, and philosophy. Yeah, no, that's fair. I understand that. I hope that you feel better about your choices now. It sounds like that may be the case, but obviously, I don't want to assume that that kind of crisis is over in a sense. But it's good. It's good. It's good that you made a choice. Yeah, all choices are good choices. Well, that's not true. Don't quote me on that one. But yeah. Anyway, I'll stop picking on you. just it is something that does interest me. Interest me somewhat. And how well you can be creative within the prompt of the project. About the amount of effort and time you put into learning and creating. Yeah, I guess that's true. It's about the effort, isn't it? Yeah. I think that's it. Like, I think when I mark stuff, it's kind of like, how much time did you spend making this? There was quite this was quite bad. I recently, can I tell this story? Yeah, I can. As long as I keep anonymous, I think I can tell this story. But I had several. I recently did an assignment where some of the students had to make like some 3D models, basically, of some archaeological sites, and that's great. Like, it's a nice. It's a great assignment, I think, because it kind of is very open ended. Students can kind of take it in any direction that they wish. And it's quite fun. A lot of people put a lot of effort into it, some put less effort into it, and so on and so forth. But I had 2 assignments that were handed in to me where I looked at it, and the 3D model, let's just say, had left a lot to be desired. So I decided to time myself remaking their models to see how long it would take to make those models. And I managed to remake those models in less than 1 minute. And it was just like, well, you haven't put any effort into this, clearly, right? Because if I can make, I understand that, like, I obviously have more skills and everything, and that I obviously have more experience. I'm not trying to, be like, oh, look, I can be better than you. And obviously, I'm going to be better. That's fair. But the fact that I could do it within like a minute was crazy, because this is something they should have spent like hours on. So I can understand the judging on effort. It wasn't so much about what's the end result. It was more like, how much time do you actually spend on this? Do you understand the how the method works and all this kind of stuff? So yeah, what else is happening? How well you can be creative within from subject. Being an artist has sort of been a key bit of my identity for a little bit while now. Yeah, that's fair. Everyone kind of crafts their own identity in their own way. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I think it's the kind of thing. Again, I do think, like, when I was like in high school, people keep telling me there's no jobs in archaeology. There's no jobs. Why are you doing it? And normally I would say I find plenty of jobs in archaeology, but I did just say in the stream that I'm heading towards unemployment, so I can't really take that line at this point. I feel that would be disingenuous, but I don't regret it at all. Like, I'm very happy doing the thing that I love, and I think that's the same thing with art. I think, again, all these things are so vocational that it doesn't necessarily matter what they lead to. It's just about being able to do the thing that you like. So it's good to see that you're doing the thing you like. That's kind of it, I'm sure other stuff would have made you equally happy, but if you're saying this is part of your identity for a long time, making it your job, like, just feels like the natural progression, doesn't it? So it's good. It's good that you're taking that step, I think. Cool. Right. We're getting there. I think we're nearly done. And then, I'm gonna finish this set of stairs, and then we're gonna have to call it a day, I'm afraid, because I need to go and do some stuff. I've got 10 minutes on my clock, although I can stay a bit longer if I need to. We'll try and do this soon tomorrow, but again, it depends. I got some work I need to do, so if I can get through that work, I'm going to try and stream again. There's no video this week, I should also say, just because I've been grinding, so I've not had time to make a video. I've got a half made video for Jank, but I've not had time to kind of polish it off properly. I've just spent the last 2 weeks just building farms and AFKing up farms, which It's fun, but it's a lot of work and not a lot of screen time. So that's what it is. Right, let's do this. Let's do this. Come on. Just need to get to the top of this level. Okay. Oh, actually, before I forget, I think I forgot to do the top of this one, right? So I'm just going to do that just for completion. Yeah, I just want to make these tops. Just because I don't have to have these blocks in my palette when I start doing the floor. Go away. Go away, Snow. I need to place blocks. Okay. There you go. I think I did that on the other ones, didn't I? Yeah, there's some there and there's some there. Right. Cool. So we only need to do this part here and then we're done. Oh, good timing. Good timing. It only took us 2 hours to make the stairs to enter the lobby of the 9-level game. Yep. Cool. That sounds... Oh, man. And what you don't know is that I spent an hour before the stream just placing 2 courses of stone in the nether. So, yeah, this has been a day, let's just say. What's happening? You got to carve out your own path in order to live and be happy. Yeah, I completely agree. I know, there's people like... I guess it's kind of... You find happiness in different parts of your life, right? There's people who... I don't want it to pass that, like, if you got a job in... I don't know what's the oh, I don't want to say the worst job. Oh no, I've set this up to fail, haven't I? If you are you know what? If you're in real estate, right? Nothing good comes from real estate. But let's say you're in real estate, not to poop on real estaters, but you know, if you're an estate agent, right? I'm sure you find happiness in your life in many different ways. You find satisfaction in your job. I'm sure, you know, the job isn't everything as well. You know, you've got your family, friends, hobbies, everything. You can find happiness in a million different ways. Let's be honest. It's absolutely fine. But personally, I do think a job really helps with happiness. Like, you know, as I said, my contract's all terrible and I've not really had a permanent position in a long time and all this kind of stuff. But I really enjoy teaching. I really enjoy doing the research. So I wouldn't want to do anything different than this, even if it was like more stable or different. So part of my happiness is from my job and also from my family and all the other stuff as well. All my hobbies, Magic the Gathering, you know, those the 4 important things in life, right? Jobs, family, friends, magic, right? Those we all agree those are the 4 things, right? Yeah. But yeah, but it's good. It's good when your work is what you like. Okay, cool. That's me done. I'm not doing the pillars. I don't care. I'm tired. I'm done. Oh, there's so much still to do. But no. Let's focus on the positive. This is what we have done. All right, let's recap. We have, oh, it looks so tiny. We have 4 sets of stairs going into Jank. There you go. Isn't that fantastic? Wow. We're almost done the whole of Jank. Look, you can kind of see it from this angle. Look, we got the stairs going into it. Wow. Everyone in chat, just say wow. Yeah, just put wow. Makes me feel better about it. So yeah, there we go. Let me just catch on the last few messages in our sort of field. Yeah, I can agree. Stair stream. Yeah, it's the stair stream, everyone. Thank you for joining the stair stream. Oh, DM me. Right, okay, look. As I said, I think I'm gonna have to head off. I'm gonna keep on working on this a bit off camera. I'll see if I can do a stream tomorrow. I'm not gonna build the whole thing on camera because I think at this rate, realistically, we're looking at 20 hours of work, 40 hours of work. So that's a lot of streams. And next week I'm quite busy at conferences and stuff. So I'm going to be, when I can, I'll stream it. When I can, I'll put it in a video. When I can't, I'll work on it off camera. And hopefully we'll have a lobby soon enough. One would think. Oh, thank you for the wow. Very end ahead. That's great. I really appreciate it. But With that, though, we're going to close off the stream. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It's been lovely to chat with you. It's always a pleasure to have people in stream, and you're lovely. You're lovely people. So thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to talking to you guys soon, possibly tomorrow, maybe not. There'll be a video next week for sure. So yeah, very exciting. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the weekend, and I will see you all soon. I'm going to tab out and close the stream, so chat with you all soon.